Hey, everybody, this is a short retelling of the zombie movie Valentine's. Day as soon as this video hits, an older man wanted to buy a bunch of flowers for his new girlfriend on Valentine's Day, but just as he was about to leave the store, there was a deafening explosion. The florist was terrified. She left the store without even taking payment. The man walked out of the flower shop, the flower store, and found the street. The street was in chaos. People were pouncing on each other, and a bewildered Max frowned and shocked at what the hell was going on at that moment. A man ran up to him and told him that a zombie virus had broken out in the city and that he should to flee for his life. Max's first thought was his girlfriend. As he was about to go home, he saw a woman lying on the ground. Being the considerate person that he is, Max covered her with his jacket, but she turned into a zombie. Frightened, Max ran as fast as he could to his house. He called out for his girlfriend, but there was no answer. Finally, in the bathroom, he found that his girlfriend had already turned into a zombie. Max couldn't believe his eyes. He mustered up. He opened the bathroom door again. As soon as the door opened, his girl threw herself at him, confirming his worst fears that she had indeed turned into a zombie. Luckily, she only managed to rip his sleeve. Without no other choice, Max had to leave his mutated girlfriend behind him and set out on a quest for survival. The TV station was reporting news of an outbreak of a zombie virus. According to reports, the virus came from chickens, where it caused nothing more than the common flu. However, when it spread to humans, it mutated into something far more dangerous. Even brought in a seasoned zombie expert to demonstrate what a zombie looks like. A zombie. The terrifying demonstration terrified the host that he immediately stopped the program. The expert seriously warned the town's residents to stay indoors, emphasizing that there is currently no way to stop the zombies. At that moment, Max was driving into a remote rural area. He stopped the car, intending to get some rest, but suddenly the car started shaking. He quickly got up to investigate, but at first he didn't see anything. Only when he pulled back the lid did he discovered the source of the zombie. To his horror, the zombie was his girlfriend. Max was completely perplexed. She had somehow put a tracker on him or something. Suddenly remembered what she had once said: "No matter what happens, I'll never leave you." It seemed that even in her zombified state, her loving mind had changed. But even so, she was a zombie. Max had no choice to drive on. Soon he pulled up to a gas station. He noticed a zombie standing there, seemingly in a daze. Curious, he decided to approach him. The zombie spit out in his face a disgusting blob of phlegm. The unexpected attack caught Max off guard, and in anger, he pushed the zombie into a nearby water trough, holding it down until it stopped struggling. After that, Max calmly walked away. Past the factory, Max decided to go inside to get supplies. However, as soon as he was ambushed by his zombie girlfriend hiding inside, Max instinctively grabbed her and threw her to the ground, relentlessly pounding her. But the blows were ineffective. The zombie seemed unperturbed. Instead, she splattered blood in his face before Max could react. The zombie launched another attack, this time biting him painfully on his wrist. Max threw her off and quickly grabbed the scythe. When he saw the weapon in Max's hands, the zombie hesitated for a moment and then turned and left the factory. Max's wrist was almost severed, but he was lucky that he met a surviving veterinarian at the factory. From their conversation, Max learned that the virus had not mutated from influenza as originally thought, but had been created in their lab. It was intended to genetically modification of animals, but when it came into contact with humans, it caused mutations. Infected first attacked those closest to them, which explains why his girlfriend kept following him. When the veterinarian heard about it, she worked tirelessly to develop a serum, and Max had hoped that his girlfriend to be saved. He didn't hesitate. He took the serum and left the car. He got his rope ready to catch and to cure his girlfriend. After a night of searching, he finally found her at the top of the hill. He tied her up and injected her with the serum, but at first there was no effect, probably due to the long mutation. It was only in the evening, that is, the girl began to calm down. Suddenly, Max heard a noise. Grabbing a hammer, got out of the car to investigate. the situation suddenly behind him appeared. A zombie appeared behind him and attacked him. Max was in time to reacted in time to pin the zombie to the ground and begin to violently kick him. But his efforts seemed futile as the damage was. Max looked at the hammer in his hand and realized that he needed to use the other end. Eventually, the couple returned to their carefree lives, and thanks to the serum, the other zombies began to revert to human form.